I found my password. I found my YouTube password. I must say, it's been a long wait. But to all my loyal 53 subscribers, I'm back. And I'm back with the banger. Alright, today I'm gonna show y'all how to make a Jersey club type beat. Now, I simply just cooked something up and decided like, yo, let me just show this on YouTube, because why not? I haven't made a YouTube video in like ages. I don't even know how long, but let me just show y'all how we coming. First, I'm gonna just give y'all a little preview. So first of all, we gotta get our sample, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably heard this sample before because the TikTok is very popular. So yeah, that's what we gonna handle today. And the first thing I did when I brought it into FL was pretty much just extract the stems from the beat, from the original song. And I took this specific part out. It's a piano that I took out, and it sounds like this. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. I went into the mixer and I add just a couple of stuff. EQ, delay, reverb, another EQ, and the wave candy is here for me to like add 808s. So yeah, just that simple stuff. Next thing I did is, you know, a Jersey beat is not Jersey beat without vocals. So there was a specific vocal in it that I had to use because I like how it sounds. So this is how it sounds with the piano. Also, I pitched them down like 2 semitones, I think. Somewhere around that, I pitched them down and they sound like this. Simple. So I added the same thing that I added to the piano. I added it also to the vocals, and I also did just a small chop here, as you can see, to give it that little spice, you know. Gotta chop that bitch up just a bit. Nothing crazy. Jersey beats are very easy to make in my opinion, so I try my best to keep it as simple because at the end of the day we're going for the vibe, you know. But let's move on. The first thing I added after I did all of this, if I could recall, was these snaps right here, because I like to hear how it would sound in the Jersey vibe first, but not with like kicks and stuff. I like to hear the effects first, the little percussions and stuff. I like those first, so I added these snaps to it. Again, nothing too crazy, but let's move on. Then I added these vocals. These are the first vocals I added because these are the most popular vocals in Jersey. I decided, oh, let me see how it would sound with these vocals, and I just let them stay. Booming. Now, you probably won't be seeing this, but behind this screen, I'm here rocking. This beat was a hit for me. I took like a good 30 minutes to make this. Not too crazy. Then I'm just gonna go through all the effects that I use and also all the little percussions and stuff. Also, for all of these stuff, the only thing I added to them was a reverb, nothing more. Only reverb, and I did like some little basic cuts with the FL features, like these fadeaways and stuff. Nothing crazy again. We ain't doing nothing crazy with these Jersey beats. But yeah, let's go into the other effect. I had to pause the recording for a sec. My dog was acting up. But let's move on. As I said before, I added the same thing to all of these. Everything. And it's just reverb. And I also turned a lot of these stuff down. This stupid dog.
5 minutes later.
So yeah, all the stuff I add on all these are very simple. Just reverb. Nothing more. And I also turn a lot of them down. When you just add them to the playlist, it's very loud and it's not that good. So you have to keep these in a good level for it to sound good. So I'm gonna just go through all the different vocal effects I use and all the different person stuff. So the other one I use was this one right here. Very explicit, I must say, but listen.
Pop your pussy like what? Pop your pussy like this. Pop your pussy like what? Pop your pussy like this. Pop your pussy like what? Pop your pussy like this.
So yeah, as I said before, very explicit, but another popular banger in the Jersey club world. Then I add this one alongside with the snaps. So this is the one I like the most. Nice, love it. Then I have these over here. As you can pretty much tell, all of these are different sections of the beat, and pretty much, as you know, in Jersey club you have to be switching it up pretty often to keep the energy up, and I'm gonna explain deeper why we switch it up like this so often. But let me just go through all of these first. This is the next one. Nice, yeah, that should be it. So all I did was just do a lot of mix up after that, but those are all the vocal effects I used. And let me just go through now to the main part. As you can see, this is a pretty simple beat, nothing complicated. All you need is a vocal sample or just a regular sample, or if you choose to do piano melodies and stuff like that, then you need like your simple percussions and the popular vocal samples, like vocal effects that they be using. There's a lot of free packs outside that you can get with all of these. I actually got all of these vocal effects from a random beat pack I found off Reddit. Fun fact. Now I have everything Jersey off some free beat packs. But yeah, let's move on. We have the drums. Now in this I have 3 different type of drums actually. I have like a sub bass, the very heavy kick, and I have a kick mixed with the bass, or let's say 808. So I'm gonna go through all 3 of them. This is the most present one. This is the one you hear the most in the whole beat. Let me just play it by itself. Then I'm gonna add this to it. Very simple, nothing too crazy. That's the pretty much this simple Jersey bounce. You hear that bounce every day on TikTok, so you just follow the same pattern. Next we have the sub bass. I like this part, but the sub bass is pretty much following the vocals. As I said before, this is why I have this open. You can use Wavecandor to track like the key or the notes of the melodies, and you just pretty much follow the same melody with the bass. So that's what I did here, and I have this pretty simple bass. Yeah, and we move on, and this actually is the 3rd drum mix. So this is the 3rd variation we have, and it goes like this. This is like a kick mix with an 808. It comes like that, so I didn't have to mix it myself. It's a kick mixed with the 808 in a pack I got, and it sounds like this. And yeah, all of these drums, they were very heavy, so I added a lot of soft clipper to all of these. I turned down a lot of them to keep it subtle, because I didn't want the drum to be overpowering the whole beat or the whole mix, so I had to bring them down. I know people like to have drums kicking, like that will beat your headphones out, but for these, it is heavy, but not that heavy. So I turned all of them down, and I think that's pretty much all that's there to it. The next thing we did was just pretty much mix them up. As you can see, it's a very messy project, but I like how it came out. So I'm just gonna play from the top, and as you can see how it gradually changes, like every 8 bars or so I change it up to something new. But right after here, it pretty much started repeating, so I just repeated because I didn't want to add any more thing to it. I must point something very important out. In Jersey, people do like to use all of these samples to like create a conversation with it. As you can see right here, I'm just gonna solo these two. So boom, boom. With these two right here, I made it like just a simple conversation. A lot of people don't be doing it, but it's very unique when you can like mix two vocal samples and make it say like a whole sentence. So it's like I'm saying this girl right here be saying pop here, and this person is like replying what? So I'm just gonna play it.
Pop your pussy like what? Pop your pussy like this. Pop your pussy like what? Pop your pussy like this.
Stuff like that is what get the Jersey vibe really popping. So I would recommend everybody making Jersey, always trying to make like a little conversation out of the vocal samples. It's always fun to do, and it's you always get a good reaction from audience. Now another thing I didn't mention, so the reason why we have switch ups here is you gotta picture making your beats like, what if they should be played in a club? So if they should be played in a club and you be repeating the same 8 bar right here over and over, by the 16th bar, everybody in the club gonna get bored of that song. The DJ gonna have to switch it. But if you do like minor changes to like cut it back down, then bring it back up, that will get the club hype again. I'm just gonna play so you can hear. Right here you can see where it was hyped. I cut the drums out, then I brought it back in down here, and you're gonna hear the difference. So you can see it's like this is like a quick little wind down for you to catch back your breath and then kick off right here again, start moving crazy in the party. That's why I make these like this. As you can see right here, it was another cut down when I use the sub bass. I did that just because I want the vibe to like cool down, then kick up again with these kicks right here. And the same thing here. I just do it. You gotta have these cut down moments in your beats to like bring the vibe back up for the main parts. So that's why I did that. So I would recommend always having like a wind down moment in your beats. That helps a lot. And yeah, so let's go through from the top. Yeah, and that's pretty much it.